So, good evening, everyone. And here we are on the platform of Metamorphosis. And today we are coming up with a new show, When Chai Met Coffee, जिंदगी दो पल की, जिसे हम कहते हैं कि हम अपनी जिंदगी में हमेशा एक ऐसा कंपेनियनशिप चाहना चाहते हैं जो जिंदगी के सफर में हर पल साथ दे, without any judgment, without any kind of biased attitude, and keeping the topic chai met coffee, I would like to introduce a small concept of what it is actually. So, unveiling the transformation of India's coffee and chai culture. India, a nation steeped in tradition and known for the comforting fragrance of chai, is undergoing a silent revolution with the emergence of coffee culture. Chai, a harmonious blend of black tea, milk, sugar, and spices, has been an integral part of aromatic notes of coffee that have begun to interface with the familiar spices. The significance of chai, a tradition deep in roots. The quiet rise of coffee, a cultural shift. The thriving coffee culture where tradition meets trend. The coexistence of chai and coffee. The intersection of tradition and modernity, aiding coffee's enchanting journey. With this, the future of India's beverage culture, chai met coffee. When they say east meets west, north meets south, opposite poles attract. यहाँ से हम शुरू करते हैं a new show, जिंदगी दो पल की. And before I invite my guests of today, who are into education, and we will have a mix and match version of what is their journey like, what is their view of companionship like in general, and how do they take the profession together, raising children into a blend of culture and tradition. So, Laliji, before I start, please show the song.
अगर कोई कर सकता है तो मैं क्यों नहीं, क्या है उनमें ऐसा जो मुझ में नहीं। अगर कोई कर सकता है तो मैं क्यों नहीं, क्या है उनमें ऐसा जो मुझ में नहीं। झांक ले अपने भीतर खुद से आ पूछ ले, कैसी चाहे जिंदगी खुली आंखों से देख ले। मुट्ठियों को भींच गए, सांसों को खींच गए, मुट्ठियों को भींच गए, सांसों को खींच गए। सबसे टकराने को, शिखर पर जाने को मैं तैयार हूँ, मैं तैयार हूँ, मैं तैयार हूँ, मैं तैयार हूँ। कैसी भी मेरे हौसलों से कम है, अंधेरों को चीर देंगे इतना दम है। मुश्किलें हो कैसी भी मेरे हौसलों से कम है, अंधेरों को चीर देंगे इतना दम है। आओ हाथ बढ़ाएं, कुछ करके दिखाना है, सारे बहानों को आज से आग लगाना है। मुट्ठियों को भींच गए, सांसों को खींच गए, मुट्ठियों को भींच गए, सांसों को।
So, today we start this new session. I want everyone's cameras to be on. And Zindagi Do Pal Ki. Attention all trailblazers. Chai Pe Chacha, Season 1, Session 1, 2 starts today onwards. And this will continue for another 6 months. Do you have a fascinating journey to share? Possess valuable insights to inspire others? Want to connect with an engaged audience and amplify your message? If you have a yes to all the answers, then we want to hear from you. And send us a message on WhatsApp or Instagram, and we will share your journey, your views on chai meets coffee, Zindagi Do Pal Ki. Chai and Coffee, a talk show hosted by Sonal Judge, that is me, is brewing a new season filled with inspiring conversations over steamy cups of chai and coffee. This time, we are seeking singers, actors, bloggers, health and wellness experts, educators, principals, founders, social workers, all types of individuals excelling in their respective fields. We want a diverse range of successful men and women who are making a mark in their industries and education. And today, I take the privilege and honor to invite the first guest couple, edu couple, I will say, on this stage of Chai Pe Charcha, Chai Meets Zindagi Do Pal Ki. I will call Nahid sir and Sunita Raza ma'am for the guest. So here you are, sir.
Yes, yes, we are.
Yes,
Good evening, ma'am.
good evening.
Yes, sir. So over to you. And on this first show of Zindagi Do Palki, when I actually offered you this, what was your reaction for taking up this first show? Night, sir, over to you.
Yeah, it was very interesting because no, when we have interaction, we come to know lot many things. So my sincere gratitude to Sonal Judge ma'am that she is putting such things to the public forum that we come to know each other. We have interaction and we have proper conversation. We come to know and we can share. We can make our community, our country wiser, better. So idea is to make everything better for humanity, for human beings. So I was very happy to receive such such scriptures that ma'am has scripted so well. And to have interaction with my better half, I would be even better equipped that how would I be doing. And I am very much thankful that I would be having talk with her because she is very good educator, very good mother, very good daughter-in-law, because she is very particular about her duties, right? And she is very considerate, polite, humble, and she is very particular about planning, and she has been raising children so well. Her eldest daughter is very good orator indeed and very good in studies. So she is highly devoted to family, and she is devoting her 24 hours towards family. So my sincere gratitude to her also, and ma'am to Sonal ma'am also. Thank you.
So thank you, sir, for accepting the first show. And you always take the initiative to come forward, no doubt about it. And a trailblazer you are, that you started this show without any kind of a judgment. So I take the privilege to thank you for this also. And coming to the journey of education, as you said, as ma'am had mentioned to me that you are a principal and she also was an educator. So what do you think, any kind of challenges that you faced being in the education sector that might have created some kind of inhibition inside you, or to Sunita ma'am, that whether she had any kind of a repercussion marrying a person of the same fraternity, and did she ever think that there will be challenges where views will clash and where opinions will clash?
I,
Any one of you, yeah, any one of you.
ma'am, in fact, there hasn't been any clash. I don't know what I would be doing or what had been there if I had not married to an educator, because it's like a boon to me to marrying a person who is in the same field. From the very beginning, right now I'm not working. Earlier, when I was working at that time, in everything I was getting help from him. We were discussing the problems we were facing, means in every aspect. From school, we used to discuss the things related to school, related to staff, or everything there. And then at home also, we used to manage everything together very nicely. And he was so cooperative and supportive throughout that I never realized that I have to manage both of the fields myself. I never felt so. And in fact, this is something I should say, that sometimes when I was not in mood to, or I was not in a healthy state, he used to help me in my work also. That was a positive side, a plus side for me, for being in the same profession, we used to share these things also. And in the same profession, and it is an ideal profession, I must say that we both like it a lot, that it had been very helpful to us in raising our kids. We know at different age, at different stage, how to handle a child. We discuss the things. He is handling a different category, I am handling a different category. We have those things, those opinions, those problems, and in a situation, pros and cons, and everything we used to discuss. We had a very, you could say, the result of the discussion was very good, or you could say it was actually fruitful, that we could give to our children, to our family. We were very understanding, and means, in all, I would say that being in the same profession, we never had a clash. In fact, I think that there couldn't be any better match for me. This is the best match I got.
So I think there is no question of chai clashing with the coffee. So it is like if one is having
No.
chai, the other will also have the chai. One is having a coffee, the other will also have a coffee. So
Uh,
there is no kind of कि मुझे ये पीना है, आपको ये पीना है, and अपना अपना बनाओ kind of a thing.
no,
So
no clash here at least.
yeah. So as being a child counselor, I have heard a lot of cases that being in the same profession, it's very difficult to manage when both the parents have the same kind of a nature. Nature in the sense like, I have often heard educators who are fathers, they say that my wife is very flexible, and wife saying my husband is very lenient. So what do you think this lenient and flexible thing and firm and harsh thing applies over here when you are raising your own children? Because school में तो principal होते हैं, वो तो करना ही पड़ता है, वो एक command रखना पड़ता है, नहीं तो people take you for granted. So is that same kind of a nature in the house also?
Nature is not same. Our nature is not same. Our working nature is same, you could say, but at home our nature is not same. There in school he is the principal, but as far as household, the things, the children, the decision that are related to my area, those I have full right to take decision. I just have to tell him and he agrees to it, gives his point also, and the areas where he has to, he does. And I am, in fact, I must say, I am short tempered. I am a bit strict at home, and he is very lenient and flexible. He manages things very well. I think he is the, I think, the best sorted man to live with.
That I think we all know on Metamorphosis also now. Because he never argues, never says, always says, yes, ma'am, okay, ma'am, right, ma'am. So that kind of culture prevails in the fraternity also. So over to you, Nahid, sir. Did you ever regret that your wife had to leave the job in between to bring up children?
No. I have not regretted. Reason being, I'm telling you the reason. Since she attends the school and she is very good coordinator. She is very good teacher of English, and everyone appreciates. And one, the school she was working with, they appreciate, and that school is very close to our heart also, because we have bonding, because children have been taught, and we have good relations with the owners also, right? But I feel that since she has shifted her focus towards family, she is outstanding mentor at home, outstanding mother at home. And let me tell you, ma'am, that no, when my mother was unwell, she nursed my mother so well. No, I am speechless. I cannot describe. So she is very good human being at home. Everything is very much organized, because the elder daughter is in 12th class. So you know that from 9 to 12th how important days are, or years are, or studies are. So she is looking after everything very well. So I do not regret. I'm very thankful that I have got her, and she is very meticulous in planning, right? And since I need to worry less about home, and I can focus on my profession, and my school is developing leaps and bounds. You must have seen that lot many admissions are taking, and I'm not stressed also, right? And I talk to my subordinates, my colleagues very politely. Reason being that I am being supported every by her very much. So everything is fine. There is no regret. Everything is very nurturing, good,
So that
and
means, yeah.
conducive atmosphere. Thank you, ma'am.
So I think normally there is a saying that goes that a way to the man's heart is through the stomach. But according to you, what will you say that when you said that uh, you are stress free and you don't have any kind of anxiety level by functioning well and smoothly in the school, that doesn't affect, because sometimes many fathers who are educators, they face a lot of stress and they combine and mess up the whole thing, that affects both the families as well as the school environment also. So what will you apply over here, that when you said that I'm stress free, what are the five things that you will like to highlight that keeps you stress free and makes you more less burdened to function in the school?
Very good question. I appreciate this question. At home, personally, first of all, what I am saying to my subordinates, I must work on myself. So I always work on personal excellence. Right? Some of my duties are there at home. I plan it. Right? I plan means clothes are to be ironed or things are to be brought. I get proper list of that, and those things are got done. Right? Payments are to be made. I make very much advance on time. So everything is very planned. It is not like that. In school we are very much planned. At home we are messy. It is not like that. So if we are planning at home, because I am learning through your mem platform also, so it is not like that learning ending. No, acting is basically learning. Right? Am I acting on those things? Right? So personally at home, everything is well organized. In the school also, I'm writing, getting things done. And moreover, I am not working on everything. I am generally working. I'm preparing a list of 10 things in school. 10 things are to be done. But I generally strike out 9 things, and I work on one thing with everything I have. That I call widely important goals. I keep on working. See, whatever things are to be done regularly, consistency is to be made. I consistently do it. And right, what happens if we are doing and not doing? Energy consumption is same. So I wish to do work, and every day I go prepared to my school that I will have to do. And I do not sit after going. I take round, I keep on working, and it is my objective within 1 hour I must return the amount of salary to my management in first hour. I must complete all works so that nothing is left. So 90% means we can do even 10 times work of our capacity, because we are well planned. And in school, I work, right? I planned one year before. If science exhibition is there, I work 1 year before. My next year calendar is ready. My next year examination system is ready. Everything is ready. So we need not to tell people. We should work, they should see, they should observe, and they should act. That is there isn't any stress. Right? And I'm very emotionally very stable person, that I'm saying one thing one day and saying other thing second day and other thing third day. No, there must be, I have a vision. Which vision? In school vision, and that I establish daily. I keep on establishing it, so there is no stress at home also and in school also. Thank you, ma'am.
So, sir, do you think that when you said that you complete your whole full year's plan, the same
Yes,
thing applies at home also? You plan the full years? No,
yes,
why that
yes, yes.
that
Yes,
happens on
yes.
a day-to-day basis.
Day-to-day basis, say, ma'am, many things are there which are repeated every year. For example, if I am buying books of my daughter for 11th, I bought 12th also. I have not bought now. Yesterday, day before yesterday, our session started, our classes started. I had already bought a year ago. Right? Since subjects are same, everything is same, and we have been in education for same. Right? She participated in orator of the zone in Pantnagar University. It is same. So many things are same in education. So those annual plan is there. Right? Say for buying things. Right? Say Ramzans are coming or everything is coming. That is well structured and well planned. Everything is well planned. So at 11th hour we are rushing. Every urgency is there. Right here and there we are buying things at high prices. It is not like that. We are very much structured. And right, summer clothes we are keeping, winter clothes we are keeping, ma'am is labeling, so everything is well planned, ma'am. There is no stress at all. And medically we cannot say, you know it.
Sunita ma'am, do you feel that nights are devote most of the time in school on metamorphosis? Any kind of complaint did you ever have? Because normally on metamorphosis, many people say, ma'am, we have time issues. We just cannot be present. Even we cannot give 5%. Night service giving is 100%. I think Sonal ma'am will agree. Night service giving 100%. And to full justice, he is taking care of the school, the family, kids. He even brings the children to participate on the session. And how does he manage, Sunita ma'am? Over to you.
Ma'am, he is a very good planner. Till now, I have no complaint. Means he gives time to children, he gives time to household. My list is ready, and within few hours, I'll get everything what is required. There is there may be one or two things that those are missed or those are skipped in the list, that may be due to some other reason, then those can be delayed. But he asks everything in advance. He tell me to give a list or whatever the requirement 2 or 3 days before, so that he can manage. And as far as he is going doing all these things, he is giving time to kids, he gives times to me. Everything is going on smoothly. I have no complaints. And this meetings and all, for that also I have no complaint, because once a week or twice a week, not a big issue. In fact, I give time to watch TV. I am a very big, you could say, love to watch TV. So I give my time to TV, and he give time to reading and to these meetings. So there are our own
That
interests. As far as he is managing all the things, I have no complaint.
So that means your ideology is like, as far as night service, learning, gaining productive insights, doing
Yes,
something constructive, and not
yes,
wasting time on pursuitless things which do
yes.
not have any kind of an objective, and that's why you don't have any complaint against him.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
But
I have never seen him talking here or standing in a group or talking to someone. He uses his time so wisely. He plans his things so nicely that everything goes on smoothly. And there are some very little drawbacks are there everywhere, and those can be managed with mutual understanding.
so coming to both of you, I think one question that I have is learning. I think Sir has opted for creating a learning culture, the topic for today that is. So what do you think the learning culture that prevails at home, where children are watching you and imbibing those values? What are those 5 things or 7 things or whatever number of things you think that children are picking up by observing you as educators, as parents, as human beings, and how are they implementing them outside of school? Any 4 or 5 areas that you can share? I'll start with Nights first.
Yes, yes, yes. Ma'am, my younger daughter is 6 years now. 3 years ago, I carried her to one bookshop. It is my friend's bookshop, right? We bought books. Then we regularly go to bookshops to buy books. We appreciate. And when children are in competition or they are facing any competition, I do not wait for result. I appreciate efforts made by children. So I bring chocolate, whatever they like. Before they say, I bring it, right? These cakes or pastries, whatever biscuits, different colorful, different variety of biscuits, right? So that, because how will children come to know that father loves? No, it is not like that. I'm saying no, doing, bringing eatables, asking them what is your problem. If they are asking pens at the same time, I within no time I bring pens, diary, stationery, whatever they say. Though I manage it beforehand, but I keep on appreciating, and we never talk about. I never talk about marks. We never talk about marks. We generally appreciate efforts made by children because we have been working hard. My father is very hardworking, right? So we appreciate hard work because due to hard work only we have been improving. So right. So this sort of culture, see, oratory classes are run by children in the home because we have many children at home. Oratory classes are run by children only. They are running. Sometimes they have chief guests. Sometimes they are performing. You must have seen, ma'am, children also. So I keep on asking, and I generally ask, please tell about yourself. What do you like? Not only academics. I like what co-curricular activities do you like? Do you find any problem coming and going to school? Which is your favorite teacher? I keep on asking throughout the day. Yes, I generally keep dress ready myself, keep shoes ready myself, keep everything for ready for the next day myself, so that children should be knowing that yes, he is worried, so my job is done, their job is automatically done. So we keep on appreciating, we never scold for academics, right, ma'am? So this is all.
So, Sunita ma'am, any kind of a challenge that you faced when uh, children are not being given the, what I will say is that when children are not given that kind of support, sometimes when time is short and you regret that, oh shit, मैं थोड़ा सा टाइम दे देता, या काश मेरे से वो हो पाता, आपको कभी वो ऐसा लगा?
Sometimes with the younger daughter, now I feel so that sometimes I could have given some time, I could have spared myself from this work and could have given some time to her, so she would have felt better, she would have performed better, or she, if she is getting ready to go somewhere, or I could have given some extra time, she would have felt better. In that case, with the younger daughter, I feel so. With the eldest, she was very, very looked after, and I was very much concerned about her. But right now, I have three kids, so it's sometimes it is not possible to give time to the youngest one. So in her case, I feel so that I could have given more time to her, some extra time. I could have spared some time for her. She could have either performed better, looked better, or felt better in many of the things. That
So
I feel so.
what kind of a behavioral trait made you realize that you could have given that time? What made you realize it? Any kind of a disruption in the behavioral trait that made you realize, कुछ आपको ऐसे लगा कि यहाँ वो लैक कर रही है, यहाँ कुछ मिसिंग है, और आपको वो एहसास हो रहा है कि मैं शायद टाइम दे पाती, वो क्या चीज है?
In behavior, actually, my youngest is very emotional. She is very sensitive. So just after this, for an example, she went somewhere and she didn't feel herself as she could be, means not perfect for the occasion, for the whatever she is going. Her expressions, her face, her sensitive nature, that tells me, then I feel so. At that time I feel so. Her behavior, but no, there is nothing negative in her behavior, only the expression, the sensitive nature. And I realize myself just on being a mother or what, seeing her face, I feel so that I could have given.
Okay. So that was wonderful interacting with the family culture. Coming back to profession now, any kind of Hitesh, I would like you to mute yourself, please. Please mute yourself. Yeah. So any kind of educational challenge, nice, did you face कि मैं यहाँ जाऊँ कि वहां जाऊँ, क्या करूँ, और दोनों चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट है, ऐसा आपको क्या लगा कि मुझे एक चीज मिस करना चाहिए अगर एक जगह मुझे सक्सेसफुल होना है तो?
For me, ma'am, for me.
Yes, yes.
Actually, ma'am, I hardly feel so because, no, ma'am, things are very well planned. So things are going very, very well. And once and twice I felt like, no, that when my mother was not fine. So from my school to Haldwani, I was going, right. But that was also means cherishable for me, that I was running for her. So I was very much, I had great bonding with her. So right, and yeah, I never felt that more time, because everything is well planned. She's managing family well, right? And that, and my school also honors are very good, so they hardly have any compulsion that you will have to stay or this and that. So everything, both where I'm fine.
So I think here the children are observing you and picking up a lot of human values. That how you people are cooperating with each other and facing life's challenges together, and how as children they are picking up the learning which is not available in the books and in any institutional walls, where they are watching the parents compatibility, companionship, and to be acceptable in any kind of condition, adaptability they are watching. So I
Yes.
think these are the skills that we need to inculcate in the generation of today, which only can be inculcated in the family culture at home. And you are doing, I think जिस हिसाब से आप लोगों का फीडबैक रहा है पॉजिटिव, कुछ भी नेगेटिव नहीं रहा है, तो आई थिंक डेफिनेटली आपको ऑब्जर्व करके चिल्ड्रन आर एक्चुअली पिकिंग अप गुड वैल्यूज, गुड स्किल, एंड not more blending into the westernized kind of a culture. The traditional, deep
Yes.
rooted, that groundedness is there. So, the coming to the last round of this show, I will like any 5 things that you are aware of if Sunita ma'am says wrong or right. So, I will just say the question, and Sunita ma'am has to keep the answer ready, and I sir will have to say the answer. And just guess the answer and speak it out. If it is wrong, she will say wrong. If it is right, she will say right. So around 5 or 7 questions on this round. So what is your Sunita ma'am's moment of joy? Moment of joy. What is that kind of a time that when she just wants to be with herself, and that particular moment of joy, what does she wish to be? What does she wish to have at that moment? So I will hear from you. And Sunita ma'am, keep the answer with you. If it is wrong, you can say wrong.
Yeah, the moment whenever she is highly respected in family, and when when my parents call her for counseling others, reconciliator,
So that is a
sorting
moment of
things out.
joy. That is a
Yes,
moment of joy. That gives you a feeling of that, yes, I am a part of a family and I
yes,
am considered as important, not just as a अच्छा एक wife है, एक बेटी है, एक बहू है. So that means she is looked by as a guide in the family.
yes,
Hope
yes,
Sunita ma'am, right or wrong?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Right. I feel very happy, respected, and I feel honored when they call me because I am not the eldest in the family.
Okay.
But in fact, uh, I should say I am being called to guide others, to advise others. In fact, they are giving preference to me over Nahid to
तो जब तो
discuss the
जब
things.
तो आई कैन सेंस दैट जब आपको कोई फोन करता है आपसे एडवाइस लेने के लिए, एंड नाइस से जस्ट वाचिंग ओवर टू यू दैट ओ माय गॉड शी गॉट अ कॉल फ्रॉम हियर, एंड देखो एडवाइस ले रही है, शी इज फीलिंग सो हैप्पी. So that
Yes,
feeling of importance is given,
yes,
and sir is supporting you in that area also. That I would
yes, yes.
call as a
He is
treasured.
equally happy.
Yeah.
He is equally happy.
So okay, one point ready. Second round of question is that कभी आपको लगा कि कुछ बच्चों में गलत नहीं सर डाल रहे हैं, या सुनीता मैम डाल रही है, आई विल से कुछ आपको नहीं सर ऐसे लगा एज ए एडुकेटर एंड एज अ प्रिंसिपल. स्कूल में तो आप रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस बनाते हो, तो घर में कुछ ऐसे आपको लगा कुछ रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस नहीं ओबे कर रहे हैं सुनीता मैम, या कुछ ऐसी चीजें आपको दो ड्रॉबैक्स दैट यू विश कि वो एग्जिस्ट नहीं होनी चाहिए, विच आर दोस टू ड्रॉबैक्स?
no, no, no. Actually, what happens, no, ma'am. When my elder daughter was very young, she was hugely scolded by her. I was not feeling well. She knows it. Right? Today, when result is there, positive consequences are there. So I'm very happy because she is very good in studies. So at that time, my mother was not feeling well. Other people were not feeling well. I was also not feeling well because she was very particular and strict about academics, about values, right? So, but I am also strict. But my opinion was like, no, that children learn slowly, 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 right? So she was very particular, and we initially we disliked, but since results are very good, so we all started liking. Everyone appreciates her and kid also because they are nurtured in such a positive way, ma'am.
So, Sunita ma'am, right or wrong?
Yes, that is right. But here I also have two things that I have to tell about him that
Please
I
tell
am
me.
not happy with.
I'm coming back to that. I'm coming back to that. Now, over to you now. Over to you. So, what was that question? Is the second question is what is that? What are those two things which you feel should not have existed in Sir, and what you would like to change, and the reason for it being changed? Any two things, Sunita ma'am. नहीं sir, आप कुछ नहीं बोलोगे.
That is not related to the education. That is related to the routine, the daily life that plays a very important role in future. Like he is never willing to wake the children up in the morning. He always says, let them sleep. If it is an off, let them sleep. Where I tell, in my childhood, my father used to wake me up 6 in the morning, maximum 8 on Sunday. That means a lot. We have whole day, the things to be planned to be done. He never wakes them up. I do not like this. And secondly, uh, like very something, it's a very petty thing. Some like he has brought pens for kids, okay, or colors for them. They have kept it somewhere, lost. They will demand again. He will immediately go and buy. And I never like it. I tell them, at least give them pain to search, let them find, let them be without colors for a day, let them realize the importance. If they could have kept it safely at a proper place, they would not be feeling the same. So these two things, that not buying things immediately as soon as they say, it is related to stationery. He does it with the stationery, not everything. That is plus point.
Right,
He doesn't do
right,
it with everything. With
right, sir.
stationery, he does it.
Right, sir. Right or wrong?
Yeah, it is right, but I'm telling you the logic. I'm telling you the logic because no children are made to sleep. Please understand. We are not pressurizing, but no children have peer pressure, lot many pressure, right? They have routine, so no repairing of cells, right? How will they be happening? And sleep is a medicine. The ones who are deprived of sleeping, please understand, right? It is not like that lethargic culture is being created. It is sleeping. And please understand, speed does not matter that children are studying very much. Direction matters. They are well directed, they have purpose in their life, right? If they are not allowed, right, and they are being pushed time and again, so there could be some problems. One thing is clear of sleeping. Second, I'm telling you about the colors and stationery, right? When children are developing fine motor skills, so why to delay for one day? Since children is in the mood to develop fine motor skills, children are in the mood to draw something, that mood would not come. Please understand, when you are writing poetry, Kublai Khan was incomplete. Why was it incomplete? Because someone called, right, SD college, right? So please understand, when children want to do something and things are not available at first go, they cannot go out. We do not allow that you cannot go here and there. If I am at home, so it could be supplied. It is not big issue yet. So for a organization of skill is concerned, we should try to promote it, right? But this is my take. Thank you very much, Sonal ma'am,
So
for
I
being
think,
so patient.
yeah, nice. Coming to both of your logic, what my perspective is that I feel that by providing them with easy on the platter things, we are actually spoiling them with कि आज घूम गया फिर से आ जाएगा. We are not giving them a sense of organizational skills. Number one. Number two is that we are not trying to inculcate in them the value of money. अगर हम उसको बार बार एक बार ठीक है, इमरजेंसी है, एग्जाम आ गया, कर दिया, चलो. बट अगर ये आदत बन जाए तो ये एक बहुत बड़ी आदत बन जाती है जो फिर आप रिग्रेट करोगे लेटर ऑन. तो दैट टाइम यू विल रियलाइज कि नहीं, काश मैं उस वक्त रोक पाता. So I think here we need to have a flexible approach that, considering the situation If it is an exam or anything, it is okay to go and run and buy. But if it is normal routine and still they want it and they are not able to trace it, let them be without it for 2 days. Let them be without it for 4 days. डेजर्ट में भी पानी नहीं रहता है, कुछ ना कुछ तो गुजारा हो जाता है ना. तो इसी तरह से हमें वो डेजर्ट वाला लर्निंग एटमॉस्फेयर क्रिएट करना पड़ता है. जब आप एक प्रिंसिपल हो, आप टीचर्स को चैलेंजेस देते हो, consider your children also those kind of challenges. And this is where I will tell you what the children will thrive in this atmosphere. They will definitely thrive in such kind of an atmosphere. The value of money, the value of organizational skills, and the value of responsibility will be there. आज आपने अगर दे दिया तो बड़े होके वो एक आदत नहीं बनेगी और आप रियलाइज करोगे कि हाँ, बचपन में हमने सही टाइम पे पकड़ा था. बिकॉज आई थिंक बिटवीन द एज ऑफ 1 and 12 these skills are very strongly adopted. पर अगर 12 के बाद आप कोशिश करोगे तो उसके बाद कुछ नहीं होगा. वो फिर दिन चले गए तो बाद में कुछ नहीं कर सकते. वो दैट आई हैव सीन एंड ऑब्जर्व्ड इन मेनी केसेस. सो आई थिंक यहाँ आप थोड़ा सा फ्लेक्सिबल अप्रोच अपना हटाइए, थोड़े फर्म बनिए and see the change in the children. See the change in the children. You will observe the change. Because इससे वो फाइनेंशियल, जब हम लिटरेसी की बात करते हैं तो बच्चे फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी सीखेंगे, वैल्यू ऑफ मनी सीखेंगे. एंड नंबर 2 इज, अब तो आप उसको सब प्रोवाइड कर रहे हो ऑन अ सिल्वर प्लेटर. जिंदगी सिल्वर प्लेटर में सब कुछ नहीं देती है. तो कल जाके उनको तकलीफ ना हो, आज हम हैं, कल वो अकेले रहेंगे, कुछ चीजों की जरूरत पड़ेगी तो दे विल लर्न टू फाइट इट and make them fighters rather than providing them with ready skill. आप टीचर्स को भी वैसे बनाइए, स्कूल में टीचर्स को भी उसी तरह से स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाइए कि जरूरी नहीं है कि आज अगर चीज नहीं आई है तो आप मोल्ड कीजिए उसको. तो एडेप्टेबिलिटी अप्रोच आना चाहिए एंड एट द सेम टाइम एडॉप्ट वॉट एवर इज अवेलेबल. नहीं है तो लर्न. एक दिन वो रहेंगे, 2 दिन वो रहेंगे. वो कहते हैं ना, दो थर्स्टी क्रो की कहानी है कि पानी ऊपर नहीं आ रहा है तो थर्स्टी क्रो अपना दिमाग लगा के पत्थर पे पत्थर डालता है. तो चिल्ड्रन ऑल्सो विल लर्न दिस काइंड ऑफ स्किल्स कि कुछ चीजें रेडीमेड नहीं मिलती है एंड देन दे टेक यू फॉर ग्रांटेड ऑल्सो एज अ पेरेंट. तो आप क्या अपना एडुकेटर पर्सपेक्टिव प्लस एक फादरली फिगर वाला स्किल्स को इमोशनल बना देते हो, विच इज अ ड्रॉबैक समटाइम. So it was wonderful interacting with you, and I think Meenakshi ma'am, do you want to ask any questions to both of you, being a mentor over here?
Not questions, but I fully support what Mrs. Raza is doing, because a mother knows how to discipline the child because she's actually a mentor. Father will always have an extra soft corner. If they don't know how to get up on time right from childhood, I am facing this problem in university. These young adults, they can't come to the class on time. This is a big problem. And definitely, the question here is, if we support each other, not only as husband and wife, but to understand that we are educating a future,
Definitely.
then the perspective is different. If you just walk the talk, not because you are here on the platform, but because every parent must feel it, that it is like creating a future for our own selves. I always used to tell in school when I was working, that because parents used to ask that, ma'am, sometimes don't you think you are too strict? I said, no, I just want that someday when you are old and trying to cross the road, this child should not run over you with his car. He should wait and walk you down, holding your arm to help you cross the road. I want to create that. That is why I'm strict today. The fruits are going to be.
And I think these skills, a parent together in the journey can put as a team.
Yes.
मतलब
And it resonates so well with me because somehow, Mr. Raza, I'll never ask my husband to meet you because both of you will go against us. I'm exactly like what Sunita ma'am said. So though my children are grown up, but I was very strict. My husband used to say, if you are going to teach them, let me go out of the house, because he knew that if they are not able to answer, she is going to take them to task, and he could not. I think it is very natural for a father, but the father must understand that it is the future of the family which is being created. That's all what I have to say.
So as a mother, the mental toughness skills is being inculcated in the house. The mental toughness skills में क्या होता है कि अगर आज सोते रहेंगे तो फिर जिंदगी को सोते ले लेंगे। तो अब जिंदगी में अगर गोल हासिल करनी है, कुछ मकसद हासिल करना है, तो गेट अप इन द मॉर्निंग एंड बैक ऑन योर टूस। दैट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग, दैट गोल स्ट्रक्चर एक एम हो जाता है। एंड आई थिंक सर विल ऑल्सो इनकलकेट दिस सेम थिंग इन द स्कूल ऑल्सो, कि एक गोल स्ट्रक्चर्ड अप्रोच। आप जैसे मेटामॉर्फोसिस में रहते हो ना, कि मुझे ये इसमें पार्ट लेना है, तो ऐसे ही सुनीता मैम अपने घर को एक मेटामॉर्फोसिस स्ट्रक्चर देके कि मुझे किस तरह से ये बटरफ्लाइज को ब्लूम करवाना है। And she is taking the whole mental, in spite of sacrificing the career. I wouldn't say sacrificing, Sunita ma'am. You are actually investing in a future.
Yes.
आप फ्यूचर में इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो, और आप जब अपना फ्यूचर सक्सेसफुल देखोगे तो इट विल गिव यू सेंस ऑफ प्राइड कि मैंने गलती नहीं की। एंड टू बिल्ड अप दिस वंडरफुल फ्यूचर आने वाले 10 years के बाद, नाइस सर का पूरा सपोर्ट is very, very essential as a husband, as an educator, as a human being in general, where children will learn to become co-creators in a co-living atmosphere. So the concept of this show is actually instilling the values of family culture, how educators as parents are creating a learning atmosphere at home through day-to-day challenges. So day-to-day, it's not ऐसे नहीं कि वो शिकायतों का प्लेटफॉर्म है. It is how parents are adapting and adopting the journeys as a team, united as a team, no matter whatever the life throws on them. And Knights being the whole leader of the school, the leadership qualities do shine definitely, and we all have seen in every scope. And definitely the Women's Day mantle goes to you, Susita ma'am, for being the, I would say, the designated survivor for making Nice reach where he is.
Thank you.
So, without you, he wouldn't have been where he was. So,
Thank you so
definitely,
much.
the whole show was actually in concept of learning family culture, how to co-create a wonderful learning atmosphere, where Knight sir as a principal is doing a wonderful job as a leader of the school, and where Sunita ma'am is cooperating with Knight sir, building futures in the house and helping Knight sir build millions of future in the school by keeping him stress-free and taking care of all the challenges faced by him on a very smooth and calm way. So thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of the first show today. And my next show is going to be with Meenakshi ma'am, definitely. And as a mother, as a guide figure for viewers across the globe. So thank you so much for both of you for making this show super successful. And over to any audience over here. Do you have to say anything? Sonal ma'am? She's not there. Hitesh sir, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to share anything, sir?
No, as such, ma'am. But in my case, is vice versa. My wife has soft corner for the kids, and I am strict.
So thank you so much, everyone. First show of Zindagi Do Pal Ki, creating a learning culture with family imbibed system. How we as educators are creating wonderful cultures as parents, as co-creators, and a vote of thanks to both of you for being a part of you. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.